It's Friday Night Hits right now. Welcome into week 2. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. It's electric. 7 miles separate Westside and TL Hanna. Scant 15-minute drive for the reigning champion Rams tonight to meet the Yellow Jackets for the 67th Electric City Showdown. Julie Morris at TL Hanna with our game of the week.
Westside and TL Hanna are separated by less than 10 miles, and both have been two of the best teams in the upstate over the last few years. Westside won last year's matchup, Rams setting the tone early. Their first possession ends with a short punch-in by Sherrod Richardson. Rams up 7. A few minutes later, TL Hanna struggles to punt there. That leads to a big play by Westside special teams. Zion Paul takes it to the house. Westside leads 14-0 at the end of the first. In the second, Rams keep rolling. Cutter Woods with the beautiful ball to Shamarius Bomar. 54-yard score for another Rams touchdown. Hanna gets on the board with a few minutes before halftime. Katie Patterson biting his way through traffic into the end zone. It's a 21-7 game. But in the final seconds before halftime, Woods connects with Jamison Wilson for a 34-yard touchdown. Rams led 28-7 at the break. And Westside's offense too much for Hanna to contain. In the third quarter, Richardson scores his second touchdown of the game. The Rams win big, 56-20.
You want to represent your team and your town, and we just want to keep on, winning and doing what we got to do. Just great sideline work over there with my coaches. Great, just a great night for football tonight. Great job for the Westside Rams.
Westside hosts BHP next Friday. TL Hanna plays at Wren. In Anderson, I'm Julia Morris, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Julie, thank you. So the Rams keep rolling. Part of the massive 8-team 5A Region 1. Jailman already playing their final non-region game tonight, hosting the Daniel Lions, who have won 64 of their last 66 games. Daniel has not lost a regular season game since October of 2018, but they trailed Jailman 21-3 in the second quarter. 21-10 now, late in the half. Bryson Freeman getting to the quarterback, drops Jailman's Darnell McLeod. Pats took an 11-point lead into the half. Third quarter, man leaning into the ground game in the red zone. Sias Morrison, just give me my money. Man pushes their advantage to 18. Daniel gets close, but the Patriots hang on and they upend the champs 28-23. Daniel's first regular season loss since 2018. Boiling Springs 2-0 for the first time since 2016. The Bulldogs with an early season road test at Chapman. And the Springs sizzling early, just a minute into the opening quarter. Lincoln Husky delivers a strike to Kyle Patterson for the 6-yard touchdown. And the Bulldogs are on the board first. In the second quarter now, Bulldogs give it a Gavin Calhoun on the goal line. He steamrolls his way into the end zone for a 14-0 lead. And Boiling Springs, they are just getting going. A 52-7 win over Chapman, a big-time performance as Boiling Springs gets to 3-0. BHP's high-powered attack averaging 41 over their first 2 Fridays. Home and Honey Path against Lawrence. Very first play from scrimmage for BHP. Clemson commit Marquise Henderson. Good things happen when he gets the ball 74 yards right on by it. Bears strike first. And on their very next drive, oh, you just know it's going to be that man, Henderson, again. 9 carries, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns. The future Tiger sets the school's all-time rushing record in the win, and BHP blasts Lawrence 55-6. Gaffney getting their season started last week with a thrilling 2-point overtime win at JL facing another Greenville County club tonight with the Red Raiders at the Reservation. Greenville 0-2 to begin this campaign under new head coach Jay Beauchamp. The Raiders getting after it early though. Banks booting to Jacarian Stewart, almost loses it, but the concentration to haul it in. Greenville takes the touchdown lead. It did not last long. Chaz Smith for Gaffney. In his house, he chooses contact, takes the hit, takes another, just keeps going. Gaffney scores 41 unanswered to end the first half, and they get a comfortable 54-14 win over Greenville. Greenwood awfully good last week in their opener. Dorman hoping for a bounce-back effort. The Cavaliers leading 10-0 at halftime. They had the ball but backed up in their own end. McCarron Anderson tries to throw the screen. He gets picked off by Greenwood's Davion Griffin. The pick six. So the Eagles down just 3. Same score, same quarters, 10-7. Dorman marched down the field. They hand the ball off to Deshaun Watkins-Himes. They go up by 10. The Eagles will get close, but Dorman hangs on, and they get a 20-14 road win at Greenwood. 2-0 Hillcrest ranked 10th in the state in 5A, traveling to winless Greer tonight. And oh, you just know those kids would be fired up, and they were. Let's show you the highlights. Tight game at halftime. Hillcrest leading 21-14. That's the score into the fourth. Caleb Sutton, he'll do it himself. Scrambles for a 25-yard touchdown, bobbing and weaving right on into the end zone. That puts the Rams ahead 28-14. Greer would not go ever into that gentle night, however, as they drive 95 yards, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run to Nick Holmes. Hillcrest, however, hangs on. They knock out Greer 28-21 for the 300th win in program history. Congratulations to Hillcrest on that monumental win. Wrens outscored their first 2 opponents 90-7. Powdersville averaging nearly 40 points per game, but no wins to show for it yet. Canes leading 14-7 in the third. On the move, Colton Bagwell trying to make something happen. He's picked off in the end zone by Joshua Knuckles. The Patriots couldn't do anything with it, however, so Wren gets the ball back. Bagwell picked off again by Knuckles. Again, the Canes defense has been great through 3 weeks, however, and Wren finally able to punch in a score. Bagwell uses his legs this time. Canes are 3-0 after a 34-7 win over Powdersville. All right, we're taking a quick time out here on Friday Night Hits. When we return, more touchdowns and Sky 4 touching down at Riverside High School for their game against Christ Church with Chase Justice. But first, here's Mic'd Up with Riverside's Matt Rochester.
Kickoff return! Kickoff return! He lined up outside. That's what we doing too much, thinking. Just do your job. Hey, if y'all don't pull your freaking knee pads down, I'm gonna get all of y'all. We make sure we're lined up before we run the play, do we not? Good job, baby! Hey, make it look too easy. We don't need a home run every play. Let's go on the 50, let's go. Do your job on every play, every single snap.